Welcome back to another episode of Curios for the Curious. Today we're looking at a magazine advertisement. This is an ad for Brittle Irish Whiskey Liqueur. So there's a little bit going on in this picture here. You can see it's in illustration style. And if we take a look closer at the top, you may taste something that isn't there. And then we kind of have a stormy scene. We have multiple celestial objects in view. Very stylized grapes, almost shaped clouds. And a very foggy landscape, possibly in moors or some sort of elevated rocks over some sort of landscape. Who knows what's underneath here? And then we see numerous figures of various heights, as we can see, possibly druidic, holding kind of flame-shaped staffs, or stylized staffs. And then here we also have a lot of images going on here. We have the image of the bottle, and we'll get into a little bit further detail there. We have an owl, but it's an owl-headed four-legged animal, so possibly an owl sort of griffin chimera type of animal. We also have some sort of serpent with wings, and let's see what else. I think that's about it for the animal. No, down here too as well we have another kind of hybrid here, so some sort of mammal on a bird shape. I'm trying to see anywhere else amongst the other figures if there are other animals. Got some trees as well. More on this side. So something to interpret there. If we look at the bottle itself, there's a lot of information here because it was a little bit hard to research this item. There's not a lot out there about Brittle. We can see here A. Millar and Company. A. Millar since 1843, Dublin, Ireland. Imported Brittle. A. Millar and Company since 1843, Dublin, Ireland. Whiskey liqueur, 80 proof. And then we can see here imported by W.V. ELLIOTT Company, and it looks like it gives it a Connecticut, looks like solely. And then near the bottom, when the moons slept and the sun took a nap, Brittle was born. Enjoy in moderation, the W.V. ELLIOTT logo. For a full-size 17-inch by 22-inch poster of this ad, please send, at the time it was $3.50 to Brittle, and then the P.O. Box in Bridgeport, Connecticut address. Now again, this was from the 1980s, and this product is no longer available as far as I know. And digging a little bit more into the history of A. Millar, what I came up with is that Adam Millar formed a brewing company or distillery in Dublin, Ireland, supposedly at the location of 10 through 13 Thomas Street in what's known as the Liberties District, which at the time had a lot of breweries, distilleries, other industrial kind of businesses at the time. And they kind of prospered through the late 1800s, through the early 1900s, and closed at some point. I'm not sure when. And then the specific brand of Brittle was revived in the 1980s and then was taken over by, I believe, Cooley Distillery in Louth, Ireland. So at that point, the history kind of falls off there. So, but a very interesting image, I think. A magazine ad, taking a look at. And a lot of history and a little bit of iconic imagery to interpret. So, this has been another episode of Curios for the Curious. Feel free to check out other videos on artsy type objects. We also do unboxing videos as well as show and tell videos on vintage, milsurp tools, and expanded topics. And we also do a series of book review, media reviews. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.